Just realised I haven't got frosted tips, by the way. It's just it's the lie.
You see my frosted tips,
I mean, that's like winter edition.
mate. I don't know what's happening. This is married life. You know, before marriage,
Mate.
I was handsome, slim.
You got too comfortable, haven't you?
My mum said I was handsome anyway.
Mate, come on. Have a bit about. Just shave it off.
Do you know what? Like, I'd done the sides, and then I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna grow it back on top again. But I literally think I've got to get rid of it.
I think it's only going to get a lot lighter the longer it gets.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what's happened. Honestly, this last year, stresses of COVID and running a podcast and doing a blog. It's just.
Now I'm going to have to shave mine off soon because I'm not going to go and get a transplant.
Well, mate, let's. What's going on in the news? Well, so if we've not, let's give Justice a few more minutes. But if he's not back, we'll have to just crack on. But what's going on in the news? What can we talk about?
Well, I'll tell you what we should talk about. Right, the program start. I've got a real bugbear with it, and we've mentioned it before on podcasts. Love Island, right?
Oh, yeah, I've got to be off for 9 so I can watch Love Island.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You will be off, mate.
What's up with it? What's your bugbear?
Right, bugbear, okay. All the people that go in there, right, they are not single people. I mean, that is not the norm of man and woman, okay? You have so many, essentially they've had 2 years to cast for this year, okay?
Yeah.
And I haven't watched it yet. I've just been seeing people slating it or writing whatever. And the caliber of people they have in there. You've got somebody, I read, this one girl in there was like, yeah, like really ditzy, and she was just going on about she's not bothered if she meets when she's out and about, if she meets a married man with kids, has a family, doesn't bother her. So she's basically putting that out there. Like, yeah, this is normal. This is normal. You can do this. Doesn't matter. Not the implications it has on everyone else.
And the kids.
It just breaks up families, doesn't it? Because you hear the stories all the time. People get stuck in this whole, in the relationship, they get bored, and as soon as somebody like that, because she's a pretty attractive girl, like they all are that go in.
They're not. None of them are.
Are they not?
No. Just putting that. Just putting that out there. None of them are.
Is your wife in earshot? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she's telling me to say it. No, genuinely, mate. None of them are.
Right, okay. Well, like the
normal. Put it this way. I'd kick them all out of bed for farting.
Well, you should anyway. That's only the thing to do. Unless you put them under the duvet. But there's that caliber. It's this whole thing. We've just gone through difficult times, mental health and all this. And now all of a sudden we're putting these people back in there that, this is normal. This, like, to be, as a guy, ripped or have such a successful following on social media. Again, we talked about influencers, didn't we? And there's people on there like that. And actually, there was a comedian who we've actually tried to get on our podcast, but we won't name names, but we will eventually.
Was his name Samson Hampson?
No, it was Kane. The geezer.
Oh, the geezer who ripped our podcast off?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so he was actually saying, it was funny because he was going, right, guys, the way that you become unattractive to any female nowadays is not having a beer belly, a dad bod, not being ugly. He said it's being nice. If you're nice to somebody now, they don't want nice. They want to be treated this way and the other. And you've seen videos all over the place of women, very attractive women, saying, "Oh, they want a guy that's not ripped gym body. They want a dad bod." Right? Come on. They want all the, they go through this whole criteria of a normal person.
Yeah.
Yet who do they end up with? The ripped guy in the gym that has nothing about him apart from he can stare at himself in the mirror for undivided amount of attention undivided amount of time.
So should we go back to Love Island? Do you remember what we were saying?
It's a shower of shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, it was a whole thing about I was saying Russell Kane was saying about the whole like they don't want nice
guys. That's it.
Yeah. So the number one turn off is actually being a nice guy. So
there's a guy in there called Hugo, right? And he walked out. Nobody stood forward for him. He's a PE teacher. Hugo, right. 24, PE teacher. And they said to him, they were like, "Why didn't you step forward? Why did nobody step forward?" And they said, "He looked too nice."
That's probably what Russell Kane was referring to. Then it's probably that. So you got a teacher, that most women be like, "Oh my God, you're a teacher, amazing! You're doing all this for kids." Actually, the nitty gritty, they don't want that.
Well, it's like the couple of years before with Dr. Alex, wasn't it? Nice guy. Nobody really picked him.
Everyone just friend zones, don't they? And then you get some people go, "Oh, he's a doctor." Okay.
Yeah. They just want to be treated like shit. But it's funny though, because I'm like, I was saying actually we should do like a live watch along to a Love Island episode. I think it'd be hilarious because I like slag it off as it's going along. It's like a golf box episode for me.
There's one tonight in there.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like we'll be together. We'll watch it together all night. And because we were sat down the other day and they were like, "Oh, so what are you here for?" And I was like, "Instagram followers." Somebody say Instagram followers because that is all they're there for. And he's like, "Oh, I just want to meet the one." Like, no, you don't.
They all go on about it, mate. They just want
here for Instagram followers and brand deals. That's it.
Influence. They just want to be influencers. They don't want to work for a live. They don't want to earn a living at all. They want it to be thrown at them. Oh, here, hold this beauty product or this workout supplement. Take your shirt off. Cheers, done. Well done, you've made it. 100%, you've made it in life. Congratulations. God forbid you have a kid.
Did you see? Jack Mate, the YouTuber Jack Mate?
No.
He's got like 1 million followers. He's quite funny. He like trolls a lot of famous celebrities and stuff. And he's got a podcast actually, which is quite good. But he did this one where he trolled the Love Islanders, and he basically created his own like oil thing called Jack May or something like that. And he got them to promote it, and they were like, "Oh, this is the best cream ever." It was literally, I think. He got it from like a Poundland shop, the cream.
Mate, wasn't there one about an energy drink or something? Where it's actually, I'm sure there was something about an energy drink, and they got. I don't know if it was Love Island or somebody off Towie or something, but they got them to promote this energy drink. Yeah, it turned out it was really bad for you. Really bad, yeah. But they got them to promote it, and it was only when they looked into it. And I think they even secretly asked. Like somebody was recording one of them and asking, like, "Oh, do you like the drink?" They're like, "No, it's shit. It's horrible." But then 10 minutes later, they're on an advert saying, like, it's the best thing ever. It's so good for you. It's got all these added benefits, blah blah blah. And you just think, shut up.
I'm trying to find the name. I'm trying to find the name of this brand that he got. He's like, honestly, it was
it's not
so.
Jack Off or anything? Is it something weird?
It's called what?
It's not called Jack Off or something, is it?
No, it's Jack Mate. Like it's Jacques, like Jacques, JFU, and then MAIT. I think so. It looks like it's French, and it's like Jack Mate. He's like this little cream, like a pot of cream that he got for like £1 from a pound shop.
It's the best thing ever.
Paid these YouTubers to like basically be like, "Yeah, I've used this for it. It's so good."
But that's the reality. That is the shocking reality that we actually live in, and there'll be some poor, like mindless idiot going, "Oh, I need that. I need that." If they're saying that, I need it 100%. I've got to get it. That's
Well,
going to give me
it's like they all started doing those as soon as they come out of the Love Island last year or the year before. They always do those car fumes. Do you remember, you smell like Creed or whatever in your car?
Oh, right, no, I don't.
They were so bad. They were so bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I say, oh, really? Like, I should be shocked. Like, but like you think, we should do a watch along to it. I will probably walk out and be like.
But do you know a girl I know? One of her friends was in it a few years back, and she was saying that when she came out, she was earning 50 grand a month off Instagram.
What? So it's not really Love Island, is it? It's Make Me Famous Island. Like, I'll do anything Island.
Yeah,
Love Island. They're not in there for how many of them are together? Isn't there like one couple?
I think there's a few.
But they're still together.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. There's normally like one a year, I think, that probably stay together.
Mate, it's ridiculous. Honestly, I just can't stand it.
You've not been tempted, mate? You're single Pringle?
Going to Love Island, mate. It'd be the best year they've ever had. The best year, because there'll be some fit trolley dolly or whatever they are, and I would be that guy that's like, "Are you fucking shit? Like, really, get out, just get out."
You know what I was saying? Do you know what would be more interesting? Like you were saying, I think you were saying before the last podcast we've just done. They're all ripped. They all look a certain way. They look like 10% of the population, right? And actually, they're all. I'd never speak to these people in a pub. Like if they were not famous or whatever, just because they'd be stuck up, looking down on people, not having a good time. So if you imagine if they just got on regular people, like how much more fun it would probably be.
It'd be amazing. So I do remember there was a guy on there one year. I think he's from Essex and stuff. Jack or something his name is, but he's lost loads of weight now because he's into his boxing and everything. But he had a belly. He was just a normal guy, not a normal guy.
He was with Danny Dyer's.
Yeah, that one. And the snippets of that, him having normal conversations, and even saying to some of the guys in there, like, "Go and stand over there. I don't want to stand next to you." Like, you know what I mean? But I've seen people say they should do goes back to the whole nobody cares about dad thing. People saying they should do a single mum one. You're like, why do a single mum one? Just do a normal people like.
Well, I always thought they should do like a mature one, so like an over 30s or something. Because these are all kids. They're all young. They're all 20, up to 24, 25, who haven't got their shit together. Like.
No experience in life whatsoever.
Your frontal lobe isn't developed until you're about 25, I don't think. So, like, you haven't got your shit together at that point. But why don't you get some people that have got their life together? They know who they are,
know what they want and what they're looking.
Know what they want, and also don't give a shit if they say something stupid.
No, exactly, exactly, and that would make a lot better viewing.
Yeah.
A lot better viewing. Just having that normal group of people in there.
Yeah.
I think that's why it annoys me so much, mate, is that whilst it's on, that's all people like that's all of a sudden it seems to be that's all that everyone cares about. And it's the whole vanity thing. It just takes over like massively. And you just think, fuck off. Like I see people on Facebook, oh my God, he's so fit, blah, 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 blah. And you read about these people that they're saying are so fit. They're idiots.
Well, there's one guy on there who is really, he is fit. I'm not going to lie, he's a good-looking kid. But he's got nothing behind the eyes. Yeah. Like, honestly, what a wet lettuce this kid is. And I'm just like, but yeah, the girls, oh my God, he's so beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Put him in the real world. Do you know what I mean? I think it would, it should happen. It would make it'd point a lot of issues, really. You put normal.
See, the girls, I don't want the six pack, I just want the dad bod. All right. Let's put a couple of dad bods in there and let's see what
they should do.
See what you think.
I'm available. I'll jump in. It's fine. I'll jump in. But no, they should do, mate. They should go, okay, this is a whole trend and everything. Everyone's like, no, I want dad bod and I want somebody normal and
Jesus,
blah,
I
blah,
don't even want a dad bod.
yeah. And then yeah, just put someone in like that and even somebody like you say, a bit older, a bit more mature, just to call out these absolute dickheads. So do you know what you're doing for like the male race or the female race? How you're acting, and like I agree that probably like that Love Island shouldn't be on anymore. Out of the fact of look how many people it's ruined. And if you've got something that is proven to actually ruin people to take their own lives because of how the format of the show is, people are made to feel a certain way.
Well, do you know it's funny because the Jeremy Kyle show. Do you know why the Jeremy Kyle show ended?
Didn't somebody top themselves?
Somebody killed themselves on the back of the lie detector results. And do you know what? Like I watched their inquest. I was bored one day, and I'd been away from work, and there was they had an inquest in Parliament as to why. Right. And it turns out like the lie detector results. So they give them as a matter of fact. So they say, "You hear, Jeremy? You're a liar.
Yeah.
You're why didn't you tell the truth?" And it turns out that like it's about 70% are wrong. Like 70% of the results are wrong.
It's all viewings, mate. It's all ratings. And the thing is that stuff like that, and we sort of contribute to it by watching it and talking about it, and being part of the whole thing about it it ruins people's lives, mate. 100%. Absolutely ruins people's lives. Like I said, the whole, not just Love Island, but I'm picking on Love Island because I fucking hate it.
Fuck Love Island.
Right, the people that have come out. There was that guy. I can't remember his name. It's like I think he was from Greece or somewhere. He was a good-looking guy, like ripped, like good-looking guy, 100% player, but he came out and ended up killing himself.
Oh,
I can't remember his name.
Felitus or something. Love Island. Mike, is it Michael?
Is it Mike? Was it Mike?
Mike Falakis or something, I think he's called.
But,
Mike from Love Island.
But then you look at him and how many guys will go, fucking hell, I'd love to look like that. Like, wow. But then what's going on behind here, like behind your eyes and in here, what's contributed to that? And then you have to live up to all this stuff. And some of these people that get paid, they earn their money with like appearance fees, don't they?
Yeah.
And there was one saying they used to get like X amount of thousands. Then he's dropped down to like a couple of £100 to turn up at this place and come to Peterborough. The fuck is that? What is that?
That is, I don't know his name, but he's on Love Island. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh, God, look at it.
Look, here you go, ladies.
Get me on. Look, what is that? There you go.
He's actually all right, I'll be honest.
Get that off your screen.
I'm
going not going to take it off, are you?
Going back to the garden.
That's better. I'd rather stare at that. But they might be okay, some of them. Like, fair enough. But it's the majority, and it's all done for viewings. And
like one of the girls said on the first night, what did she say? I hate a guy in white trousers. I'm like, why?
So you've now got thousands of guys out there throwing out their white trousers.
But why? Like,
hasn't somebody walked out already?
Don't know.
So I've seen it.
Maybe have you just done a spoiler?
I hope so. Guess what? None of them are in love.
Everybody in love, go put your hands up.
They all just want to get to that live bit where they can.
That is it. Like, I wish I'd have more respect if on that first day when they go, "What are you here for?" I'd just go, "Fame. I want to get famous."
Yeah. What are you here for? I'm in debt and I need some money.
It's Spondoolies.
Yeah. Or I'm here to. I just want to fuck about. I just want to get with loads of women.
I just not found the one. Okay.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
I'd love to be a presenter for a day. Oh my god.
Also, like I said, mate, they're just kids.
Yeah.
Like they are just kids. Like, should you really find the one at 20, 22?
There's no life experience about them, even put together. There's no life experience. Some of them, there's no hardship whatsoever because mummy and daddy, or they've got their own business. Yeah, it was your parents, and they've passed it on. Like,
Yeah.
you haven't had to do any groundwork or build that up from the ground.
It's like Donald Trump. He always gets a mention on these podcasts, Donald Trump.
We need to get him on, mate.
Oh, Dozza. He talks about being a self-made billionaire. It's like, well, hold on a minute, mate. Your dad loaned you $1 million to start your first business.
Yeah, exactly.
You built a successful business, but you had $1 million to do it. Listen, give me $1 million to start a recruitment firm, and I'm making a lot of money, mate.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Somebody sponsor us £1 million for the podcast. Done. Watch how big it becomes.
You know what? I keep forgetting to say this on the podcast. That when we first get on, we need to say, if you are watching this podcast, please like, subscribe, and comment. Yeah, we're at 930 subscribers on YouTube, so push to that 1,000.
Maybe